Hey guys, this is Alan from Quinkry Tropicals, and today we are, talking about why the leaves on my guava plant are turning yellow. Now, the first thing to do, guys, if something's going on with your plant, is to always check watering. A lot of people are so afraid of watering their plants that they usually underwater and then they kill their plants, and then they blame everything on overwatering their plants. Now, I've been watering this guy, I would say, every 2 to 3 days. And in my mind, I thought I was actually giving it enough water. I have a dripper on this plant, and I also sometimes I hang water it. But lately, I've been noticing a lot of my leaves turning yellow all of a sudden. And initially, my initial thought was, it can't be underwatering because I'm watering the heck out of this plant. But you know what, guys? Anytime that something's going on with your plant, always check the soil. The answer is always in the soil. Now, when I first looked at it, guys, I did what everybody else does. Even today, I just moved the mulch around and then looked at it. Now, if you look at it, guys, that looks wet right there. It looks wet, right? So your initial thought would be, this plant doesn't need any water. But if you start digging in there, I know it looks dark because my soil is rich, guys, but it's hard to see. If you start digging in there and sticking your finger all the way down and you actually see the soil, you see it's actually dry. I water this plant, no kidding, guys. I forgot about the water. 2 days ago, exactly about 48 hours ago, I'm not lying, I forgot about it easily for 8 hours straight, dumping 13 gallons of water of an hour, because the drippers that I use is this guys right here. I have two around this area and they put out 13 gallons of water an hour, but I'm just counting one because this one's closest to my plant. 13 gallons of water an hour times 8, about 48 hours ago. And you can see my soil is dry. You see all those little roots right there, guys? Guava plants have very tiny fibrous roots. Even if the plant's root bound, all your roots are gonna look like this one. This plant already has a hard time drinking the water from the soil. So to make up for that, even an older plant, you have to keep the soil wetter than any other plant that you have. I thought this plant had enough water, and I've been looking at the soil just partially, just like that, and I'm like, there's something else going on with my plant because the soil looks wet. But always, even myself, I make the same mistakes. You have to dig in there and see under the surface. My soil on the surface is very wet because I have a lot of mulch, so the mulch only keeps the first few inches of the soil moist. But deep down there, you can see it's dry. That is dry. So the amount of water, it's not gonna help this plant, guys. I can water this plant for hours and hours, but I'm still gonna have to water it again tomorrow. So the best thing for guavas, guys, is you need to water very frequently, regardless of the quantity. The reason my leaves are turning yellow, guys, is because, for one, this side of the plant gets southern exposure. So a lot of the leaves, they're running out of water and they're sunburning very easily. And that is why they are turning yellow. They are turning yellow because they are sunburning to the point of sometimes they get crispy like that one back there, and then sometimes they just stay like this. They run out of fluid, not fluid, but water, and then they just fall off. But that's an easy fix, guys. All I gotta do is just water. Thankfully, damage, you can see all the leaves that it's been dropping because for the past few weeks we've been having 100+ degree temperatures every single day. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm just gonna water the heck out of this plant right now. And then I'm gonna water every single day from now on because I know that every 2 days it's not cutting it for this plant. This plant is suffering. So I'm gonna have to water every day. How long? I would say probably, 30 minutes to an hour, just to keep the soil wet. I have never been able to overwater a guava plant, so don't be afraid to water them. But now you know why the leaves of your guava plants are turning yellow. They have never turned yellow on me from overwatering, so this is not an overwatering issue. Usually they turn yellow because, well, the soil is dry and you gotta water very often, especially here in our area with the temperatures that we get every single day. Alright guys, so hopefully this helps somebody out there. And if you're having the same issue, just water your plant. Now, is the plant going to die? No, but I just lost probably a few months of growth. And you can see I have a lot of fruit, so I lost a lot of fruits too, because the first thing to drop besides your leaves is going to be your fruits. Alright guys, any questions, comment below, and I will see you next time.